We've seen grid legends, and now it's time for a different breed of legend. Two years ago, Apex Legends came out of nowhere. And now 100 million players and 17 legends later, it just keeps getting bigger. We've got more modes, more maps, more platforms for play, and of course, more legends. So what's next for Apex? Well, today, we have answers. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you Apex Legends Emergence.
Change. I see it in everything. I see it in a boy rocked by tragedy. Transform his pain and defy reality. I see it in the warrior who must choose between their new life and the annihilation of their home. I see it in a girl tortured by revenge, embrace hope when love awakens her heart. I see it in me. A boy born under a bad omen, turn his tale into a legend. Change is relentless. But that does not mean it cannot be beautiful. Your true nature. Know that you are not alone. Change comes for us all. Chaos has purpose. All of us thrown together, so the flame can burn its brightest. Change. Fight it and fall. Accept it and rise above.
Wow. I'm standing here like slack-jawed watching this because there's so much to unpack from that trailer. So let's go ahead and meet the man with all the answers, Apex game director, Chad Grenier. So happy to have you here, Chad.
Thanks, Austin. Happy to be here. Before we get started and get into it, I want to give a shout out to the amazing developers at Respawn.
Hey.
All right, well, a subset of them. If you love Apex, it's because of these amazing developers that are working hard creating Apex Legends for us.
Well, big love to the whole Respawn team, especially whoever came up with Lifeline, because that's my girl. But okay, there's a lot for us to talk about, but you know I'm geeked about Seer, so can you tell us some more about his abilities? I saw this man stare through walls. He's got drones coming out of his chest. Please tell me about his kit.
Yeah, similar to Bloodhound, Seer is all about tracking enemies, but in a different way and has a very unique kit. So while you're aiming down the sights, you'll have a heartbeat sensor that will give you hints as to where an enemy might be. If you think you've located them, you can use your tactical, which sends out some of those drones out of your chest, and will actually reveal and track the enemy's location. The ultimate is really powerful, especially in certain gameplay situations. You can send out hundreds of micro-drones and create a sphere around an area that you choose, and all enemies that are moving quickly through that space are tracked.
I love when there's new abilities that kind of change the game, because this game obviously is always changing, always evolving, and whenever there's a new legend, there's always an interesting shift in the meta. So with those incredible abilities, how do you think that Seer is going to change the game?
Yeah, again, I mentioned Bloodhound also as a tracker, but unlike Bloodhound, Seer is about very precise and lingering information. So he's a bit more of a stealth-oriented legend, and you're going to see, I think, some interactions because of that sphere I mentioned, his ultimate. If you're moving quickly through that space, your footsteps are revealed. But now if you're walking slowly, you can avoid the detection. And so I think you'll see some interesting gameplay experiences and new ways to play with slowing it down a bit.
Yeah, it sounds like once the ring gets tight especially, you're going to have a lot of new ways to play this game. But this past season, for instance, it felt like Apex really moved beyond Battle Royale with the introduction of arenas. So what's the reaction been like for you guys?
The fan reaction has been really great. We're seeing a lot of players enjoy arenas, which is awesome. We're really excited to finally have a way to play Apex Legends beyond Battle Royale. And yeah, people are loving it. So we've got new maps in the works and some other things coming I don't want to talk about just yet, but we've got a lot planned for arenas.
All right, fair. Well, I do know that you guys announced ranked arenas are coming as well. So can you give us some information on that?
Yep, so we've got one season of arenas under our belts now. We wanted to make sure that we were seeing how players were adapting to the mode, make sure to get the balance right, make sure that the price and the economy is correct, and now we'll be introducing the ranked mode in Emergence. So it's a bit of a different ranked system than we have in the Battle Royale mode, so we're really excited for you to get your hands on it.
Well, it's really cool to see Apex always doing new things, like, for instance, leaning into the competitive scene with things like the Apex Legends Global Series. So are we going to see more of the ALGS?
Absolutely. We just ended year one of ALGS. Our championships recently concluded, and it was amazing. There's like so many tactics and amazing plays in there. Many teams were fighting for the championship in the last round. We hit record numbers, so we're really excited in September to be kicking off year two of the ALGS. And for the first time, we're going to be inviting PlayStation and Xbox players to compete alongside the PC players, really see who's best, and an all-new league format. So we have more information at playapex.com/ALGS.
Well, I am beyond looking forward to it. And Chad, before you go, I have to ask, when can we see more from Seer?
We've got an awesome gameplay trailer coming on Monday, and Emergence drops on August 3rd. And for now, I can show you a finisher.
Of course, please, please.
This game demands so much of us. But from you, she demands everything.
Yeah, that's all I need to see. It's so awesome. But Chad, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks, Austin.
Of course. And again, big shout out to the whole Respawn team.